this is a video of how we take records here. What we're going to do today is we're going to do some intraoral photos and extraoral photos on Carol, who has kindly volunteered. Okay, so let's start by setting the camera right. Camera settings, what we really want to do, when we turn it on, we want to turn it on to the top one. So instead of on, it goes to the top there. That way you can change both the aperture and the shutter speed, okay? So for intraoral photos, for myself, I would like it at 32 and 200, okay? When we do extraoral photos, when we take facial shots, we want that to be turned to 8 and 60, okay? So what I also want to make sure is we want to turn the flash on as well, okay? Good. So to start, we'd like to have the patient sitting 90 degrees upright. It's the easiest way to take some photos. Move the chair up so that they're level and it's comfortable for you. You don't have to bend too much when you're taking photos. Now, I like to get patients to hold the retractors in themselves. So hold this in, Carol. Pretty good. That's it. And so you hold it right there. And so what they do is they just pull it out themselves. Now the first photo I want to take is of them biting down. So bite down together. Tilt your head up a little bit. Correct. Awesome. Now when I take this photo, you can relax. When I take this photo, I want there to be a line from the back of the teeth to the front. Okay, so I want a straight line for that occlusal table. All right. So just to have a look again. If I was to take it at a different angle, not at parallel, it would look a little bit like this. Like that together again. So I do not want something like this. I want it completely straight. So I want that sort of the bite to be straight line through. Okay? Good. So the angle is very, very important. So you want to get it parallel to how she bites. The second photo I take is the side photos. Okay, so back together for me. Good. I'm going to hold this one, you let go. Right, back together. So I take one 90 degrees straight up, just so the front incisors. When you take the front incisors, I want to pull her retracted back to the canine, so we want to get the canines as much as we can. I'm just going to hold this one as well. Now this is just of the side occlusal shot. That's it, thanks Carol. Together. Alright, hold that. Great. Oh. Good one. Take two. So when we look at these photos of the side on view, we want it to be making sure that that occlusal line is 90 degrees to your shot. We don't want it at different angles. And we want it to the canine with the front there. So this is just to see the overjet and how far forward or back the front teeth are, okay? Now, the side shot of the occlusal, I want to sort of drag it all the way as far as you can back to the sixes, okay? So this is just tell me how the bite is at the back. All right, so same for the other side. Together there. Good. And turn your head towards me a little bit more. Thank you. Just pull this retractor a little bit there. Thank you. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take some occlusal shots on the top and bottom. So Carol, if you can put the retractors in for us. Now what you need to do is stretch it as far as you can out, good, and open as big as you can, good. Now I get them to tilt the head up from the top, and in that way I can get this mirror right in there. Right, and tilt your head down just slightly there for me, Carol, thank you. And open big as you can, 3, 2, 1. Relax. So you can see there, it's quite a nice shot of it 90 degrees, okay? Same for the bottom. Open up. Now for the bottom, get them to tilt their head up a little bit further back. Open big as you can. Good. Hold the mirror parallel to the top jaw for the bottom. And 3, 2, 1. And then that way, you have a shot of it 90 degrees as well. Make sure the lips are away. So this one would probably take it again because the lips you can see, it just comes into the picture just a little bit. So for them, you hold the retractor out a little bit more. So open big as you can again. Good. And pull this out here. That's it. Good. And open big as you can again. Yeah, Carol, thank you. And open big. That's better. Good. Relax. Oh, good. Alright guys, so that's it, bend it in. Now what we're going to do is take some facial shots. Yeah, this one's easy. Good. So with these facial shots, I'm going to take a total of 6. Good. So go put some glasses as well. Now what we really want to do is we want to level the head. So you can see here there are bubbles. And so this is just to make sure that she's got her head right. So you can see here, we want to get the bubble right in the middle. Right? So Carol, lean your head back slightly, tilt your head back and tilt it forward slightly, a little bit more, and that's it. Hold it right there. Okay, pretty tough. Now tilt your head to the right a little bit. Ooh, so to the left. There we go. Good. All right, hold nice and still there. Good. And smile for me. That's it. 3, 2, 1. And take your hand off the retractor. That's it. 3, 2, 1. So for these facial shots, I actually like them a little bit lower. So this is where you change the aperture down a little bit to 8, and the shutter speed, you turn that down to 60. Okay, so try that again. 3, 2, 1. There you go. Thanks, Carol. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now, tilt you up just slightly there. Yeah, just a little bit more. Good. A little bit more there. Good. Good job. Alright, I'm going to take this out. Just normal smile. That's it. 3, 2, 1. Good. A big smile. Show us some gums. That's right. 3, 2, 1. As far as you can. 3, 2, 1. Good. Now I want your lips open, so just relax with your mouth open. Okay? Good. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. And now I want you to pretend you're saying shush. So, shush. Yes, that's right. And just push your lips a little bit. Shush. Good. Hold it. Perfect. Good. Take this off. Thank you. Now these last few photos are of the posture and how she stands, and a side view as well. Okay. So give us a big smile there. That's it. 3, 2, 1. All right. And just relax now. Lips together. 3, 2, 1. Good. Getting flash. Getting flash. 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Now turn your head, whole body and face the wall there. Good. That's it. Look straight ahead at the wall. 3, 2, 1. And big smile at the wall. 3, 2, 1. More. Good. Thank you, Carol. Good. So a couple of tips with taking extra oral photos. We want to make sure that their hair is tied up, and that if their hair, we can see the ears, and that way we can then sort of see how it correlates to the jaws. We want to make sure that they're not leaning against the walls. If they're leaning against walls, that will obviously affect their posture. And make sure that when you take the photo, you're at 90 degrees as well. If they turn to one side, it will skew the facial shot as well. So we want to make sure that they're completely 90 degrees, okay? So overall, there are a couple photos. There's 6 facial shots on the chair. There's 4 extraoral photos of the posture, and then there's 7 intraoral photos inside to be taken, okay? So take all those when we're taking records and intraoral and extraoral photos.